What's up, gang? It's your boy Jay, and we just wrapped up week one on the training truck. And I can say it was a successful week. Did a lot, learned a lot, out there on the road. Lost a couple days during for the first week being stuck in Arkansas for the first trainer truck being down, but they moved me with another trainer. Been pretty cool. He picked me up on a Saturday, and he picked me up here in Tennessee. I was in Nashville? Yeah, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. He picked me up Saturday. I got there on a Friday. I left Arkansas and went to Nashville, and he picked me up on the Saturday. He had a load of lumber that he picked me up with, and by that being the first day, we drove. Where did we go? We drove that to Alabama. That had to be dropped off in Alabama. But when he picked me up on the Saturday, we had to do a 34-hour reset. So we sat at the truck stop until that Monday morning. That load had to be dropped off at 8:30. We was like 15, 20 minutes away from the drop. So he drove there, and we unloaded the lumber. Then we left there, and I'm trying to remember. It's been a week. Let's see. We left Alabama. Dang, where did we go? We went to Montgomery. No, we were in Montgomery, Alabama. I can't even remember where we went to. But I drove there. He let me see what it fit. Well, we were empty, so he asked me did I want to drive, and I told him, yeah, let me get this thing. So we took off. We went to another place in Alabama. We got a load of steel. It took us 6 hours to secure this load of steel. And that was my first load picking up. So it took us literally 6 hours to secure it. I think the load was 46,000 pounds total with the load in the truck. I think we were at 76,000 pounds. We over secured it. We did it the quote unquote Maverick way. We even called a securement line. He guided us through it, but we had all our chains on it. We actually needed one more chain. So we added straps. We had to belly wrap it. We had to do all type of things. It took us 6 hours. We were out there till sun went down. And that kind of ran out all my hours on my clock. I think I had like a good hour and a half left. So I drove, when we left there with that load, I drove for an hour and a half. Then my time ran out. So we pulled over, switched drivers. And we drove the rest of the way to Missouri. Crashed at a truck stop for the night, and we got up the next day. We took that load and dropped that load off. I had to go through my book. Let me see, hold on. Tell y'all where all I've been. Get my information out. Let's see. Gotta give y'all the update, man. Let you know where I've been driving and everything. So, let's see. Okay, yeah, he picked me up that Saturday in Nashville, Tennessee. We went to Birmingham. That's where we crashed at for the 34-hour break. So that Monday, we took off to Montgomery, Alabama. That is right. So when we got the load of steel, we were, yeah, and we went back to Birmingham. Then we went on. That's when I ran out of drive time when we left after the load for 6 hours. I drove about an hour and a half, and then we swapped. We went to Memphis. New Albany, Missouri. Crashed there for the night. Then let's see. That Tuesday, We were in Memphis, Tennessee. So yeah, we left. We went to Memphis, got a load, and we took that back to Little Rock. So we got to Little Rock. We had a repower load. We just swapped trailers. That was my first time at the Little Rock, Arkansas. Like actually owned the facility, and it's a nice facility. I mean, they got a gym. The showers are nice. The whole facility the little bit of time I was there, it's nice. They got vending machine. They got a basketball court out there. And like if you're a Maverick driver, you're in the area, perfect spot to park up for the night. They have big maintenance shop where they work on the trucks, any work you need done. So on to the next day with the repowered load we had. We left Little Rock, Arkansas and had to go to Georgetown, Kentucky. And that was a 10-hour and 5-minute drive with time zone change. Time went up an hour where we were going to in Georgetown. So it was really about 11 hours. Your boy drove the whole 11-hour clock. I got to Georgetown, Kentucky with 7 minutes left on the clock. That was a long drive. And we had, 77,000 pounds on the back. I got to experience the nighttime driving, day and night with the traffic. Traffic in Nashville at 4:30 in the afternoon was crazy. But I got the experience for the first time the nighttime driving. I kind of like the nighttime driving. You have to be more alert, but it's no traffic, no cars on the highway. You just gotta be more alert, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of like the nighttime driving. You gotta be on your stuff though with the nighttime driving, especially like me just starting out. But yeah, we had to park up at a Big Lots, so we got there late. We got there around about, I think it was about 12. We had to get up. We had to have the load dropped off we had an 8 o'clock appointment. And for some reason, after me driving 11 hours, I got no sleep that night. Like as soon as I got done driving, like I was just wide awake. I guess because I took 2 5-hour energies on the way there. But I probably slept like 2 hours at night. We got up at 6:30. With the drop was like not even a mile up the road. So the trainer, my time hadn't reset yet. So he drove up to the drop to the facility. We had to unload that. Quick, easy. Guys were cool. We were in and out. I want to say 15, 20 minutes. Like they snatched it off like that. It wasn't nothing. And we left Georgetown, Kentucky. And my driver trainer, he took the weekend off. This weekend right here, he took the weekend off. So we had 4 days off. And his hometown is here in Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee, which is not far from my hometown. So he had 4 days off. He put me up in a room. And for 4 days, I was gonna stay in the room, but I had my girlfriend come get me. And I went home for 3 days. So that we couldn't keep rolling. So that's a couple more days that I have to add on that we missed out. But we're going into the second week on the driver trainer truck. I think I got, let's see. We only got 5 days so far. So, if you guys know, you have to have a minimum of 14 days, 5 hours a day. So tomorrow would make day number 6. Just got a text from my trainer. He lives about 20 minutes away from here where he put me in the room at. He just texted me, said he'd be here around 7:30, 8 o'clock. He's gonna pick me up. We're gonna go back to his house and we're gonna wait on the load to see where we're going. But so far, man, it's been all right, man. We ain't had but 2 loads. One, like the repower load, it was already secured and tarp, so I haven't really secured but 1 load, and that was the load of steel. So hopefully get to do a little bit more hands-on this week, because that's my main objective, is to really get this securement down. But as far as my evaluation with my trainer, he said I drive good. No complaints on the driving. He know I'm eager to learn. I just gotta get my backing skills better, because I had 9 weeks of CDL school, and backing a dry van compared to backing up a flatbed spread axle trailer is totally different. The reaction time with that flatbed with the spread axles is totally different than a dry van. So I have to get better with that, working on my skills with the backing. The reaction time with the flatbed, it takes forever for that thing to come around. But we working on it. I'm gonna get more experience on it this week. We gonna keep pushing, counting down the days. But at this point, man, it's not even about trying to rush through it and get my own truck. Like, I really want to learn and perfect this securement and safe driving, what to be aware of, what to look for, like all of that. I'm not even worried about being first thing smoking out the trainer truck. I really want to perfect this flatbed. I didn't get into it to half-ass with it. I got into it for a reason. Flatbed or tanker. Those were the 2 things that I wanted to do, one of the 2. So I chose to start out doing flatbed. My uncle said I'm crazy for wanting to do flatbed, but it ain't nothing to it. It just takes skill, and it just takes some thinking. It does take a lot of thinking, but I mean, we gonna get through it. It's been pretty good so far. Like I said, my trainer cool. He cooks on the truck. He keep water, sodas, juice, Gatorades, candy, snacks. He keeps all that. He got a TV hooked up for me, Wi-Fi. He got all the movies you want to watch, so you ain't never bored when you park up. A real good guy. And today is Monday. Today is Monday. Got here Friday, and like I said, I got picked up Friday, and I went to the house. My hometown is 2 hours away, but I live an hour past my hometown in Charlotte. So it took us about 3 hours to get home. Chilled with my daughter and my girl. Went and seen my mom and dad this weekend. Had one of my friends' birthday was this weekend, so we went out, had a good time this weekend. Can't complain. Had a good weekend, man. So we back at the grind tomorrow. So hopefully this week, man, I'm gonna try to get y'all some footage of like the loads that we have. I've been slacking on that. I gotta save up and get a camera. Like, when they load us up, I don't be thinking to pull out my phone and record, because I'm really not trying to do too much of that while I'm in training. But hopefully I can like get you little short videos I can throw in here of the loads, some of the stuff that we hauled this week. Because with Maverick, you definitely cannot be on the phone, or you can't touch your phone while you're driving. That's a no-no at Maverick. So really won't get driving footage. I have to get me like a GoPro. I'm gonna get a GoPro eventually. You know, once I start making a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this week we gonna kick it off. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't know if we gonna run this weekend. We probably will. I don't know if my trainer's gonna take off this weekend because he's USA. He stays out 2 months at a time, so he doesn't come home. I think he had his daughter got married this weekend. That's the only reason why he came home. But he said he does 2 months minimum out on the road before he comes home. So that'll work out for me. Go ahead and get me more training. So like I said, tomorrow's kicks off day number 6. Gotta have 14 days. We're gonna get there. So I'm ready, man. It's almost over with. It's almost over with. And let me see what else I got. I think that's about it. Let me see how many backups I got, man. I backed up 7 times. So I backed up into Bay. I backed up to the repower load we had sitting. I backed up into that. Then when we went and got the load of steel, I backed up in that facility. Yeah, it's just a little different, but it's not much to it. You just gotta, when you're turning, when you're backing, just motion with the trailer. You know what I'm saying? And it'll work itself out. Use all the room you can use. Take up all the space you can. Then straighten that trailer out. Straighten the truck out with the trailer. But yeah, I kind of like being out on the road. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just the trucks, they super smart. Super smart. So one thing I gotta get used to, I was getting used to it last week, is the cruise control. So in front of the truck they have, I guess you call them sensors. So when you're in the lane, if a car gets over in front of you, the sensor picks up that car in front of you, the how many feet they are in front of you, and their speed. So however, if that car jumps in front of you, if you're running 60 and the car passes you and then slows down, your truck will automatically start slowing you down. And it took some getting used to, because it's like you're relying on the truck. At first I was steady, I'm like tapping the brake, or we going down the hill, they slow down, I might throw the jakes on. And with the cruise control set, if it picks up that speed, when it picks up that speed, the jakes are automatically apply. So that takes a whole lot of getting used to, because I was real nervous with that at first. But it's dope how smart these trucks are. Like they have the sensors in them. It's pretty cool. But came through a lot of mountains in Kentucky. Kentucky came through a lot of mountains. So I had to get used to the mountains real quick, because I think I'm gonna be running on east of I-55. So like Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, like I'll be in those areas when I get by myself. So that's gonna take a lot of getting used to coming down those mountains. They wasn't bad like I thought they were, but you really gotta be paying attention. You really gotta be up on your stuff. The mountains, they can be something else. And like I said, the nighttime driving, it wasn't bad as I thought it was. You just gotta be alert, staying on point. Let's see what else. Got to go to a Blue Beacon, pulled in there, got the truck washed. Because you get your percentage pay. That's a part of your percentage pay, is getting your truck washed everything. I think it's 14 or 21 days. So got to pull up in the Blue Beacon. They washed it, no problem. I mean, it didn't take them, it was like 9 people on it. So it took them about 10, 15 minutes. That was dope. Let's see. That's about it for the first week. That's about it. Like I said, I'm in Johnson, Tennessee. Don't know where we're going tomorrow. We had to go to the Laurinburg facility as soon as we got to Tennessee. That's in Church Hill, probably like 25 minutes down the road. We stopped there first. They had to do a little service on the truck, oil change. I think he had a radiator. He found the leak in the radiator. They fixed everything. It took him about an hour. We went and got something to eat. Came back and chilled till they got done. Then he brought me to the hotel. Well, I drove to the hotel, checked in, and we went out. We went on our way for the weekend. But yeah, we're gonna get to it bright and early in the morning. I'll keep y'all tuned in on where we headed to tomorrow. And I will catch y'all later. Y'all stay tuned in with your boy, man.